Okay, I literally just finished filming the outro for my April vlog, and I thought, what better time to start a new vlog than when you just finished one? So here we are. Welcome to a new reading vlog. Welcome to May's reading vlog. I'm not sure if I'll end up splitting this one and doing like 2 vlogs in May, or if it's just gonna be one big long May vlog, but either way, welcome to the vlog. I hope that you enjoy. Thank you for being here. So let's talk about what I am currently reading. I am in the middle of several things here. So the book that I've been reading for quite a while now is Oathbringer. I'm on page 950, so I'm close to the end, and I'm close to the, what do they call it? The Sanderlanche. Like the ends of Brandon Sanderson's books are always like super action-packed, and yeah, so I'm almost like to that where it's gonna be I can't put it down kind of thing. I've been reading this for months now though, and I do really want to finish it in this vlog in May. So I have about 300 pages left, a little under 300 pages, so I'm hoping that I can finish this. What I've been doing is listening to the audiobook for it while I go on walks with my baby in his stroller. I just like pop the audiobook on my phone and like turn the volume all the way up, because I could wear headphones, but I don't want to wear headphones when I'm walking on the road outside, just in case, like, so I can hear cars and I don't know, so that I can be aware of my surroundings, I guess. So yeah, I literally just put the volume all the way up and then walk around my neighborhood with like an audiobook just loud as can be. I mean, it's not like I've brought like a speaker and I'm like blasting it or anything, but if there's anybody like outside, they definitely can tell and I'm listening to an audiobook. But I do plan to go for a walk today because it's pretty nice out. So I'm hoping that I can get like another good 45 minutes to an hour listen to of this today. And then I've also started my reread of A Perilous Undertaking by Deanna Raybourn. I'm not far in, I'm like 30 pages in, but I am annotating. I annotated the first book when I started my reread of that, so I set up my annotation system. So whenever I read this one, I want to be able to annotate as I listen to the audiobook. By the way, if you don't know, this is a historical murder mystery series, the Veronica Speedwell series. It's one of my favorite series of all time. The characters are just incredible, but the audiobooks are also really amazing. Angel Masters is who the narrator is, and she does a fantastic job. So I'd highly recommend listening to the audio of these if you're going to pick it up. Even if you're not a historical kind of reader, I still think that you would like this. I just like have so much fun with these, but I'm definitely in a murder mystery mood at the moment. So okay, just getting comfortable. But yeah, I'm in a murder mystery mood. I watched The Residence on Netflix, which is a like murder mystery detective show about a murder at the White House, and I just like ate that up. It was so good. And then I was like, I need to watch something else or read something that's like a murder mystery. So I started watching Death and Other Details on Hulu, which I also really enjoyed. Another like murder mystery, like locked room one. They're on this like big ocean liner and there's a murder and they're trying to like figure it out. I really liked that one, and I was hoping to hear, like, I finished it and I was like, I gotta find out when the next season is because it set it up for like another mystery in the second season, and it got canceled. So that was disappointing. But then I also started watching Only Murders in the Building, which is got Selena Gomez in it, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and they're like, there's a murder in their apartment building and they start like a true crime podcast about it. So I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, it's definitely put me in the mood for murder mysteries. So I picked up The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. This is a library copy that has seen some better days. It's quite damaged, but anyway, I am like 60% of the way through this one. Let me see, I'm on page 237. So I am nearing the end of this one. I'm listening to the audiobook on Spotify, and I've got 15 hours of listening time included in my Spotify membership, and I have about 5 hours left of this one. So I'm gonna finish that. It's decent. Like, it's like a cozy murder mystery. It's these elderly people, like they're around 80 years old, I think, in this retirement village who try to solve cold cases, and then there ends up being a murder like close to them, I guess. And so they try to solve this like active case, and like everybody's guards are down because it's like these elderly people, and it's just kind of like a funny dynamic. So yeah, it's cute. It's not, you know, it's not anything that I'm gonna like rave about, but it's a fun time. So I'm gonna finish that one. And then that leaves me with about 10 hours of audiobook listening left on my Spotify membership. So How to Seal Your Fate by someone, I can't remember the author's name. That came out this week, and I read the first book in that series, which is called How to Solve Your Own Murder. So it's another like cozy mystery kind of. I don't really know anything about this one. I don't know like the plot of it. It's a murder mystery. So I'm gonna pick it up. And that audiobook is like 9 hours long, I think, so it's perfect because I'll be able to listen to the whole thing this month. So those are my reading plans. I also do plan to pick up the 8th volume of Lore Olympus because that comes out next week. I know that's not a murder mystery, but I just read volume 6 and 7 in my last vlog, and I really loved them. So I'm gonna pick that one up when it comes out. But yeah, those are the current reading plans. So again, welcome to the vlog. I hope you enjoy, and let's just get right into the video. Okay, I thought I would film a little vlog update for you. So I did finish reading The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. And just like I predicted, it's going to be like a 3-star. It was fine. Yeah, nothing really crazy. I thought that the element of them being like elderly people solving crimes was pretty fun. And I liked that it was more mystery, less thriller, which like that's what this is classified as. But I'm just finding that I prefer mysteries to thrillers. I do like a good thriller every now and then, but yeah, this was just fine. I am going to, hair, get out of here. I am going to the library today to return this one and then pick up How to Seal Your Own Fate by, I keep forgetting this author's name. Kristen, something. So I'm gonna pick that one up. And then I think I have another hold that came in, which when I decided like, oh, I'm gonna start using my library, actually, what a concept. I just started placing a bunch of holds on books because sometimes it takes like a really long time to get them. So I didn't know like when they would come in. And I think it's The Favorites by Lane Fargo, which is like an ice skating story. So I'll pick that one up. I'm not sure if I'll get to read that. I might be able to like renew it and read it later, but we'll see. I did also break the 1,000-page mark in Oathbringer. I'm on page 1016, so I have just over 200 pages left of this bad boy, and I am assuming that the Sanderlanche is going to hit very, very soon. So I'm excited to see how this one is going to end. I am really liking that. Well, one, that our like characters, most of them are like together. I like the dynamic between certain characters. I don't want to say any names or anything because I don't want to spoil the series, but I like the dynamic between 3 characters. So if you've read it, you'll probably know who I'm talking about. And I also like that you get more backstory on one of the characters, and it's not what I was expecting his backstory to be. So I found that to be very interesting as well. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this one. So I'll probably, it's supposed to be nice out like all week, and I'll probably end up going for a good walk today with my little guy in the stroller, and then I just listen to the audiobook while I walk around the neighborhood. So I'll probably do that. I do also plan to go book shopping today, so I've got like a 45-minute drive to get there and a 45-minute drive back, so I'll be able to listen to an audiobook during that time. But I'm not sure if I'm going to listen to Oathbringer or if I'm going to start How to Seal Your Own Fate, because I haven't started that one yet, and I have the audiobook. Well, I have it like on Spotify, like my listening time on there. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably start that one. But yeah, I'm going book shopping, so I'm hoping to film, hey, come book shopping with me video. So that should be up on my channel before this vlog goes up. So if you want to watch that, it should be up on my channel. I have a list of books that I want to get, and I have a lot of gift cards. So I'm hoping to not spend any of like my real money and just use gift cards, because I have like a lot of Barnes & Noble gift cards, and I have, I think, a little bit left on a gift certificate at Half Price Books. So I'm gonna go to Half Price first and see if I can find any of them like used first, and then I'll go to Barnes. But yeah, today is the release day for volume 8 of Lore Olympus, so I'm gonna look for that one. And it's also the release day for the new Frederick Bachman book called My Friends, which I just watched Gabby Reed's vlog where she reads it, and some of the quotes she was reading, I was like, I really need to read that book, but I'm pretty sure it's only gonna come out in hardcover. If it's out in paperback, I'm gonna snatch it, but I might just wait on that one until it comes out in paperback, or I'll get it from my library and then read it, and then I'll just buy a copy when it comes out in paperback. That's basically what I'm doing book shopping today, is I'm looking for Funny Story by Emily Henry, because it just came out in paperback semi-recently, and I want a copy of that. And then also A Grave Robbery by Deanna Raybourn, which is the 9th Veronica Speedwell book. Yeah, 9th. So I want a paperback of that to match like the rest of my set. So those are the books that I'm looking for book shopping today. If you watched my Come Book Shopping With Me video, you will already know if I found them. And then, like I said, I've got to go to the library and pick up those holds. So I will check back in once I do all of that. So it's been a while now. I don't even remember when my last vlog update was, or really anything from the last update. I don't remember how long ago it was. I don't remember what I was talking about or where I was in certain books, but I have a couple things to talk about here. I haven't been reading like a whole ton. I did start How to Seal Your Own Fate by Kristen Perrin, which is a murder mystery, and I got about 100 pages in. I'm gonna DNF it. It's not bad. It's just, I just don't care. I've moved past my murder mystery like mood, and now I just like have no interest in reading this, and I don't really care for the mystery at all. I definitely will pick this one back up when I am in a murder mystery mood again, but I think I just burnt myself out on murder mysteries. Even though I only read the Thursday Murder Club, I watched a lot of murder mystery shows, and yeah, I just like stopped caring about the mystery. So I'm gonna return this to the library since it's like a new release and I'm sure there's somebody else waiting for it. But yeah, I will come back to this sometime whenever I'm in the mood to read a murder mystery again, just not right now. And I'm not sure how much farther or like where I was in my last update of Oathbringer, but I did break the 1,000-page mark. So I'm on page 1016. So I'm getting close to the end, close to the Sanderlanche. But yeah, I haven't really been listening or reading that one at all. What I have been reading is probably a lot less interesting than fiction books, but I've been reading What to Expect the First Year by Heidi Murkoff, which is like the continuation of What to Expect When You're Expecting, but it's all about the first year, obviously. So I've been reading this one. I'm like 250 pages in. I've got 2 bookmarks here because the first part of the book goes like month by month, what to kind of expect. And then at the end of the book, it's like things that aren't specifically like monthly. So it'll tell you like how to keep your baby cool in the summer and dress them in layers in the winter, and more stuff that's not quite so common sense, but like bug bites, what to do when they're sick, how to watch for certain injuries and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be reading this half of the book while I read like the month-to-month ones. Anyways, I think the information is helpful, and I did enjoy reading What to Expect When You're Expecting, even though you can probably find most of that information online. I just like reading the book about it. Yeah, so I've been reading that one. And then on a slightly different note, I have been reading the book I Had a Miscarriage by Jessica Zucker. So if you don't know, I had a miscarriage last year. And it was the worst time of my life. And yeah, I started therapy and have been working through my grief of it. It's still hard for me to talk about, so I probably won't talk too much about it, but maybe one day I'll make a video talking about it, because I know it does help people who are going through it to like hear other people's stories. It's super common. 1 in 4 pregnancies result in a miscarriage, so it's like very common. But it's something that, yeah, I've been working through, and it's been obviously on my mind a lot. And I saw this book and I thought I'll just like get it from the library. And so I got the ebook from the library, and there's a lot of quotes in here and a lot of passages that really resonated with me, that I thought, you know what, I really want to own the physical book so that I can go through and annotate it. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, it's been kind of a cathartic experience, being able to like read through this and hear other people's stories and relate to certain things in there that, you know, you kind of feel isolated and alone when you go through an experience like this, but then seeing that other people like feel the same way or have the same kind of thoughts, I don't know, it's just helpful. So yeah, I've been reading that one. I'm almost finished with it, and I've been, like I said, I've been annotating in it and writing in it and kind of using it like a bit of a journal about the experience. So it's been pretty helpful and pretty cathartic for me. So that's what I've been reading. I'm also reading along with like the parenting kind of style books, I started the audiobook for How to Talk So Little Kids Will Listen, which I've been wanting to read for a while because I teach little kids. It's like geared towards ages 2 to 7, and I teach kindergarten through 6th grade, so like a lot of that age overlaps with the grades that I teach. And then obviously it's like helpful parenting advice too. So I want to say I'm like 25% of the way through the audiobook of that one. I just listened to it on my walk yesterday, and yeah, I'm liking it. It's got good tips and stuff that I'm like, I'll definitely use that in my classes, and then stuff that I'm like already doing, like the kids I teach. So, but yeah, it's kind of nice being a teacher and being a parent, because like I can practice it on kids at school before I actually have to like parent my own child. I did just finish filming my come book shopping with me video, because I had to go like online book shopping for some of the books, and I did get the 8th volume of Lore Olympus, which came out last week, and I'm really excited to read it. So I'll be reading this one today. I'll start it. And yeah, I'm really excited to read it because I've been having a lot of fun with this series. So I wish that more volumes were out, or that they came out like closer together, because it was fun to read volume 6 and 7 and then only have to wait like a week for the 8th volume to get released. So, but yeah, the 9th volume I think comes out this fall. So yeah, like lots of nonfiction / parenting books, but that is, you know, as they say, the season of life I am in. So I'll probably be picking up more like parenting books and talking about them on here, because that's what I'm reading, and that's what I'm interested in at the moment. But hopefully I will still have some like fun updates with like my fiction books, because I'm still hoping to finish Oathbringer in this vlog, and possibly read the novella between Oathbringer and Rhythm of War. And then I'm definitely going to go finish Lore Olympus Volume 8, start it. Yeah, those are the reading updates. I'm just gonna go probably read some of Lore Olympus while he takes his nap, and I'll update you once I finish that. Hello everyone. It is, again, been a while since my last reading check-in, but I did read and finish Lore Olympus Volume 8, and I absolutely loved this one. I am really enjoying this story. I just wish that all the volumes were out so that I could just binge it and like complete the series, but I'm having a really fun time with this. Honestly, I might go back and just reread the whole series, especially before volume 9 comes out. That doesn't come out till October though, so I might wait a bit to do the reread so that it's like fresh in my head. But the series is just so fun, and the art style is, I just love it so much, and like the colors that the author and illustrator uses, yeah, I really like it. So I had a really fun time with this one. I think I gave it like 4.5. It didn't feel like a 5-star read, but it also didn't feel like a 4-star read because I didn't have any complaints about it at all. I just really enjoyed it. So I guess like it could be a 5-star. It just didn't give that 5-star feeling, so I gave it 4.5. Other than that one, I didn't make any progress in Oathbringer yet, but I do plan to read that this coming week because I have to go back to work on Wednesday. It's currently Sunday, and I'm really not looking forward to it, but it's like the end of the school year, so there's not like much for me to do on my like prep times. I mean, I do have to like put a bunch of equipment away and stuff, but obviously it's not until like the last day of school. So I will have some time to read when I'm at work for those 3 days next week. So I'm hoping that I can listen to the audio of that next week and make some good progress in it and maybe even finish it next week. That would be great. And then I did also finish reading I Had a Miscarriage by Jessica Zucker, and yeah, I'm not gonna say that I enjoyed this, but I'm really glad that I read it. It's a nonfiction, so, and it's like a very tough topic that it discusses, and very personal to me. I annotated in it. There were some quotes in here that really resonated with me, and some passages that I like whenever it's on my mind or I'm having a tough time or something, I might just like flip through and read some of, you know, the passages. I did also like write like a few pages of like a journal basically of my experience just to kind of like get it out, which was it was hard for me to like go back and kind of relive that. So anyway, but yeah, I did finish that. I just figured I'd mention it since I mentioned it before that I was reading it. And then I'm also still reading What to Expect the First Year. I'm almost done with reading about the 3rd month because my baby is 3 months old now. So I find these books to be really interesting. I know that a lot of this information is like Googleable, but I just like having it all in one place, and some of it's like stuff that I wouldn't even think to like look up. So it's nice to just have like the information kind of laid out for you. And I'm just a person who is really interested in like gaining knowledge about stuff like that I'm interested in. So obviously I'm interested in my child, and I want to know like developmental milestones and like what's going on and what to expect. So this book is perfect for me. So yeah, I'm on page 276 if you care to know. So yeah, I'm almost done reading about the 3rd month. And then the audiobook that I'm listening to is that parenting book about how to talk so little kids will listen. I think I'm maybe like about halfway through that one, and I'm really liking it. It's got some like good tips and good like strategies that I am definitely going to try in my teaching, like with my students, and see, you know, get some practice before I do like the parenting thing, because obviously I have a baby, so it's not quite the same as like a toddler or a little kid, but since I teach little kids, it's handy information, so I'm liking that one. But yeah, those are the reading updates. Oh, I didn't even talk about the fact that I chopped off almost a foot of hair. I got like 11 inches cut off. I've had long hair for years now. It hasn't been this short since probably like 2016. And yeah, it's just been, I've been thinking about getting it cut short for a little bit. I went a little shorter, I think last year when I got my hair cut, but it wasn't like short. I think it was like to here. So it was still pretty long. I mean, longish. But yeah, it's just a little harder to manage long hair with a baby. So I thought, I'll get the mom chop. So I got 11 inches cut off on Friday, and yeah, it's so short compared to what I've had in the past. So I do like it though. I think it's cute. So, but yeah, that is the other thing that I'm sure you noticed as an update to update you on. What am I even saying? Oh, we also had a rummage sale yesterday on Saturday, and it was a smashing success. We sold so much stuff and made so much money, and it was awesome. We did it one day only, and my mom was here to help, and my in-laws were here to help. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, we had an awesome sale. I'm pretty proud of that. But yeah, other than that, it's just, just the usual. So not really anything else up to update about other than those things. Yeah, so I'll just see you in the next check-in. All right, hello everyone. It is the 31st of May, and I finished Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. I finally finished it. I went back to work for the end of the school year. I was back for 6 school days plus an in-service day, so 7 days in total. And once I got my like end of the year things done at school, I had time on my preps and my lunch break and stuff like that to listen to the audiobook for this. So I was able to finish the last 200 or so pages, whatever I had left. And I really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy this one quite as much as Words of Radiance, so I'm gonna end up giving this one 4 stars, but a lot of things came to light in this one. Some good reveals. We got a lot of backstory on one character in particular that I thought was really interesting. So I am very, very excited to continue on to the next. I actually did start the novella between this one and Rhythm of War, which is called Dawn Shard, and I think I'm halfway through or like 60% through that one, so I'm sure I'll finish that up right away here in June. And then my plan is to read the next 2 books in the first era of Mistborn and finish the Mistborn Era 1 trilogy before going into Rhythm of War. I'm hoping that I don't get my wires crossed with them, especially since it's the same audiobook narrators. I'm hoping that that doesn't confuse me. But yeah, I read the first Mistborn book, and then I haven't continued on because I've been waiting for the audiobooks from my library. But if I've gotten the holds, and I've just like delayed them until I finished Oathbringer, so now I should be able to read them in June, hopefully. Other than that, I did use up my Spotify listening time listening to the audiobook for How to Talk So Little Kids Will Listen, and I'm almost done with this one. I've got like 70 pages left or something like that, so I will probably finish that up also in June. And then I'm really feeling like doing some rereads. The problem is I just want to reread everything at the moment. Like I want to reread A Court of Mist and Fury. I want to reread The Night Circus. I want to reread Remain Nameless. I want to reread Punk 57. So I might be doing some rereads soon here, but I do still want to read like books I haven't read yet. Other bookish news that I wanted to talk about, the novella in the, what is it called? The Ashen series, the Road of Bones series by Demi Winters. There's a novella coming out, book 2.5, and it comes out in June 10th to be specific, and I've already pre-ordered the ebook for that. I really like the character it's following, so this one follows the side character. I just said I really like her and I forgot her name. Havelka. But I really like that series, and I am eager for more morsels in that series because I really want book 3 to come out. But because it got picked up by a traditional publisher, it's delayed like the publication date. So, but we are getting the novella, and that comes out in June, so I'll be reading that. Oh, and also bookish news, the sequel to Bunny by Mona Awad is coming out this year. I didn't know if there was going to be a sequel. That book is so weird that like it could have ended where it did and just ended there, but apparently we're getting I Love You Bunny, which is coming out in September, and I'm excited about it because I did really enjoy Bunny. It was a wild ride, and yeah, I'm excited for that one. So I'm adding that to my anticipated releases of the year, even though, did I make a video of my anticipated releases? I think so. But yeah, I didn't know about that book when I made that video, so I'm adding it to the list. Speaking of anticipated releases, we got the Empire of the Vampire Book 3 title and cover reveal. So it's Empire of the Dawn, which I'm so thrilled with that title for the finale book. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. It's one of my favorite series of all time. I just absolutely love it. And the cover is so sick because it's great. Yeah, that was pretty awesome to see the cover and get the title finally. So Empire of the Dawn coming out in, I think, November. And then more bookish news. The last bookish news I want to talk about is the 10th anniversary edition audiobooks of the ACOTAR series, which were re-recorded by Elizabeth Evans, which, if you don't know, Elizabeth Evans is the narrator for the Throne of Glass series, and she's phenomenal, stunning. She also did the audiobooks for the Crescent City series, which love her narration. But I do really like the narrators for the ACOTAR, like the original narrators for it. Jennifer Ikeda did the first 2 books, and then Amanda Lee Cobb did the next 2, and I'm not sure who did A Court of Silver Flames. I did not like that narrator, but I love Elizabeth Evans' narration. I'm a little worried that I'm going to be like thinking it's Aelin and like Throne of Glass when I listen to it, because like her voice is just so iconic. But I didn't get that when I did listen to the Crescent City series, because it's the same narrator. I was able to like separate them, so I'm still gonna give it a try. But it's exciting that now A Court of Silver Flames has a better narrator for their audiobook, because that one was rough. But yeah, I don't know, I'll probably get the first one because when I clicked into it, it was only like $7 or something for me to get that audiobook. So I'll try it when I do my reread and see if I I know I like Elizabeth Evans, but if I'm able to like listen to ACOTAR from Elizabeth Evans, because in my mind she's just Throne of Glass. So even though she does Crescent City too, I don't know, we'll see, but I want to give it a shot because I really do like her narration. But yeah, those are all of my bookish / reading updates. I did also get a new reading chair. Let me show you. I got a new chair for my book room. I think it is so cute. I've got my 2024 genre blanket on there and my Court of Terracin pillow. Yeah, the chair that I had there before was like not comfortable to sit in, so I never ever used it, but this chair is super comfortable and I really like it. I think it's cute, and I like the like style of like the wood and stuff. I don't know, I think it's a little cutie pie, so I guess that's an update too. But yeah, those are all of my updates for May, and tomorrow is officially June, so I'll start a new reading vlog. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do more than just like a month-long reading vlog. I want to try to do maybe like every 2 weeks or every week, and they'll just be a little bit shorter. I know this one wasn't like super long or anything like that, but I don't know, maybe I'll stick with a month-long vlog. I don't know. Who knows what we'll do. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what you're currently reading down in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.